simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Motion from the back. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. the ground. It's Watson. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Hale. Past the 30, gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and just saw one there on the crossing route.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. You still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Dyer. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Tigers are on the move. The send the tight end in motion. Running behind that left side. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They dial up on second and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Moving out of the pocket. Snagged on the outside, it's Sampson. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets away from one, finds some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They want to run it left here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a crease to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
With the catch, it's Valentine. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the run, it's Watson. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Russell. Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pressure coming. Finds space on the right. That should be the final play of the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Turns it loose. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
You'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, but I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dyer. That's caught. It's Watson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Smashes ahead. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And you race it to bounds. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, or, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looking for an open area to his left. With the catch, it's Smith. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Pulls it in, it's Watson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Quarterback will keep it. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. The Tigers are marching down the field. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on the first down, as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Just going to keep it after the snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. It'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll give it to him again. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
The offense changing the play. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on the board there, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the returner will be brought down.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gives it on the option. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, out by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for space. It's Watson. And there is no gain.